Welcome back everyone, welcome back to World of Warplanes. How you guys been doing? I hope you have a fantastic Black Friday and great weekend. Now the reason number one I would like to make this video is we have kind of two rare birds, and I would like to share my personal opinion if they are worth it or not. Just talk about stats, nothing special, nothing crazy. It's this Black Friday VIP Warbirds, and what we have, one German and one British. The German, it's actually a tier 5 British multi-role fighter, and there it's the name, Hawker, I do believe, and the other one it's HA 100/D tier 5 German fighter. So you get all of them and two hangars for only €15.99. €15.99. It's not bad, it's not crazy, and the thing is, before you like to purchase, I do believe both of them are kind of unique in their way, are kind of rare. You don't see those two planes very often, even though I did not quite play this game for a long time. So this is the price, guys, right there, €15.99 in euro. And just talk about them. I actually compare. There's one site I highly recommend with this compare. You know, you can compare the aircraft, you can compare everything. So I've been thinking to compare with the tier 5 I already have. So before I'm gonna say something, guys, you can do like this. You see here, you can see the guns and you can see the upgraded engine. So I am right now comparing with the top engine and with the top gun. Over here, I honestly believe that this FV 190A/1 it's pretty okay, good in many ways and bad. How can I talk about, because I own this plane in my hangar and I played many games, I know what she's capable. Well, in my book, she's pretty darn this plane, a strong plane, because it has all different kinds of guns and bombs, and make the whole how should I say, very strong versus ground target. But of course, don't get me wrong, I do believe for this tier 5 it has pretty darn good firepower, and firepower you do. Unfortunately, you're not that strong engine, so this BMW 100 and 801 are strong, but not strong enough. You cannot go up and chase some bombers, you have to keep that in mind. And your engine is good but not good enough, and your turnings are not that great. But however, we are not talking about the FV 190. We actually will compare, and this is, I highly recommend to go to this compare aircraft. There's I can also put the link. It's World of Warplanes.eu, Warplanes Compare, that's the page. Alright guys, so we are comparing firepower, we're comparing the hit points, it's kind of important, and by far the same equal hit points, guys, the FV 190 and the British multi-roller, because after all they are both multi-roller, have 260 hit points, 260, and the German fighter only 117. Okay, firepower, by far, guys, the best firepower of all, and this is kind of probably the selling points. It has a tier 6 engine, a tier 5 frame, but a tier 6, and what a tier 6. You do have 2x40 mils, 2, not 1, Vickers SMK1, and you also have 2x303 brawling guns. So you have short, very low DPM, but also very nasty 2x40 millimeters. So I do believe, tiers for tiers, this tier 5 British multi-roller have one of the nastiest gun in this game at tier 5. Absolutely broken. I know there are some multi-roller like Germans, but the Germans cannot actually compare with this firepower. This firepower is just absurd broken, and I do believe it's a very short duk daka daka, and the plane it's gone, or the ground target is in my book. It's absolutely crazy. You can also see here the fire 276, 93. And this is the biggest problem with this plane, guys. Let's talk about the guns and the engine. The engine is fantastic. I do believe this is one of the fastest plane in this game at tier 5. You have a tier 6 engine, and what the only problem I can see with this guns, guys, it's you have very short underpower guns, 7.92 one gun and 2 by 7.92, so you only have 3 guns, 7.92 millimeters all together. And I don't know why. It's the reason those 2 guns are only tier 4s. But the biggest concern, and this is kind of important before you purchase this bundle, guys, the HE100D, it's underpowered by far versus almost, I can say, versus everything else. I have no idea what tier 4, maybe P40 it's equal, but even P40 has even more guns, so I do believe that she will even fight that firepower even versus P40, this German fighters. All right, so now we are talking about top speed. The top speed of this multi-roller where I have in my port FV190, it's 600. The HE100D, it's 630, and the British multi-rollers, I'll only say it, this the premium only have 523, so probably this is the downside. It's kind of a slow aircraft, 530, and the top speed it's 610, 640, and 540 only. Holy cow, that is pretty slow for a multi-roller. You know, all you can see also here the top speed, best attitude, 610, 640, 540, maximum dive speed 780, 750, 630. Stall speed, this is kind of important, and we have a huge winner here of the stall speed, and that it's by far the British multi-roller has only 120 stall speed, which is good. Rate of climb, of course, over here is 54. This problem, it's the strongest with this plane. You climb like there's no tomorrow. I repeat, you have one of the most OP engine in this game. Absolutely crazy, and I'll show you what I mean. Rate of climb 54, and the FV190 has 42 and only 43, which actually makes this plane not okay. This plane not that bad, to be honest with you, not bad. You don't climb any bad, you know, so it's very lovely plane. And also you can see here what kind of firepower you do have. Okay, over here it's even more detailed maneuver rate and so on. I still believe in general this is a very strong tier 5 multi-roller. I would almost say that this the stats about the attitude, even though and there's only one downside with this plane, guys, only one freaking downside, and that it's the speed, the maximum speed. The maximum speed it's 540. If you can live with that, stall speed it's fantastic, and only have also the downside, it's 900 in attitude. Optimum attitude it's 900 meters, and optimum airspeed 288. That is pretty darn bad. So let's go back, guys. It's a special aircraft. But if, I mean, they're kind of different. The HE100D, it's completely different of the Brits one, because you're a speed monster and a very high altitude. The HE100D can climb all the way to altitude of 1,800 meters, makes this bird the king of the sky. Absolutely ridiculous. And also something else is pretty darn good. Average time to turn 380 degrees. This is absolute a beast. 9.6 meters, 9.60. And this is actually not bad. Not bad. I'm talking about the British multi-roller. 10.8, and this FV190 has 12.90. You can see, I will just say like this: the maximum altitude of the German fighters 1,800, and the maximum of this multi-roll it's 900. So keep that in mind. So I don't know what should I say. I would like to say, guys, that this plane, it's a speed demon with underpower guns. You are above everything else at tier 5. You can climb up fastest. I will say that you're like a zoom boom, but you are very maneuverable. But the problem is that you're not gonna take any fast soon the bombers or anything up there, because you don't have the guns. That is honestly the opinion. The guns are, I don't know what I should say. It's absolutely okay. Let's talk about what this is the problem with the guns, guys. You have this amazing opportunity. You see what I'm talking about? Oh, come on, guys. Damage per second 30, effective range 440. This one and this one, same things. So you need to be very close at your enemies, and you do very little damage. That's the problem. 30 damage per second, it's a joke at tier 5. It's good for crying out loud tier 3, but not for tier 4. So you're never gonna take your enemy fast, and you only have 3 freaking guns. 3 guns, guys, 3 guns. However, you are a speed demon. You climb as there's nobody's business, and top speed is great. The stall speed is it's all right, and so on. Now let's talk about another bird that I probably am very more hype, and that is the British multi-roller, the Hawker, I do believe. Come on, for crying out loud. Well, this is the other way around. You have guns like there's no tomorrow. I mean, look at this. From 30 damage per second with the German, you have here 160 damage per second. Wow. You know how high it is? 160. You can kill an average fighter in one taka taka. It's gone. Sure, you don't have very fast rate of fire, only 90. You're more like I don't know. It's short, do, and that plane it's gone. Sure, you don't have speed or high altitude, so you can chase, let's say, bombers or stuff like that. It's a multi-roller, for crying out loud, but it's a pretty darn maneuverable multi-roller. It's not bad. It not has any great speed, 540, and but your rate of climb it's all right. Stall speed is fantastic. So you are kind of and this is probably the only, shall I say, downside with this plane. It's that, and okay, I kind of forgot about those planes also. Damage per second 25, and a rate of fire 600, effect range 440 and 600. Yeah, It's probably on the downsides. I'm talking about the engine. You're probably not that fast. We have 1480 horsepower, which is, you know, this Merlin engine. It's alright, but not crazy at tier 4. But I would say so far, guys, that if you want very unusual, rare, good British multi-roller, I would say that it's worth the money. And if you have a different play style, I'm talking about very fast demon, because those two plays cannot be more difference between the first and the second one. But I still believe, I honestly believe, if you want a rare plane with a very godlike punchy guns, it's a very good for its tier. Sure, you don't have bombs, you don't have rockets, but who needs rockets when you have these huge of 2x40mm guns? They will wreck, and I can assure you, I can guarantee you, everything you aim that target, if it's a ground unit target or an air unit target, it's vanished in seconds. So I would like to say, guys, just for this plane alone, I honestly believe that it's worth your money, because I believe, guys, and this is also kind of a flavor, the Brits does not have quite any multi-roller. Sure, Germans have, and Russian have, and so on, but the Brits does not have any multi-roller. So if you like your multi-roller, and if you have like to have a British plane, this is it. Guys, that's all I like to say for now. Subscribe to my channel and leave me your comment below what do you think about this special bundle. That's all for today. Have a good one. Take care and bye.